Are you struggling to get your A2P 10DLC registration complete? I'm going to show you step by step a proven process that I just used last week to get mine approved in less than 3 days. All right, so let's go. Alrighty guys, so let's get this party started. The first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go ahead and go into the sub account where you're gonna actually be registering for A2P 10DLC. So we're gonna go down here to the bottom, click on settings, and then we're gonna scroll up here till we find phone numbers. Go ahead and click on phone numbers there. And as you can see here on the top right, you see add number, right? We're gonna click and put add phone number. There we go. Okay, now here, we're gonna use the filter process to try to find a local number for us that's kind of near the area. That way, whenever we do use it to send text messages or to call people, it's familiar and it might not, trigger the, oh, this is some spam number. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and click on filter here. And then we're gonna match to the first part of the number. And here's where you put your area code. Okay, we gotta make sure the capabilities, it does have SMS, MMS, and voice. And we're gonna go ahead and hit apply. Okay, and that should filter out to try to find numbers near your local area. Now, maybe you can scroll down here and maybe you could even find the city. Let me see what's nearby me here. Westacle is pretty close here, so I can go ahead and click on that. And then we're gonna go ahead and proceed to buy. Okay, awesome. So we've purchased the number. Now we have to do the registration for A2P, but we're not gonna do that yet. The next part is we're gonna actually get the funnel ready, the prerequisites, so we can use all that information while we're doing the A2P registration, okay? So go ahead and close this out here. And, let's go back over here. I'm gonna put it down in the description. It's gonna be a link to actually copy a funnel template that I made on the last video for a lead magnet. I use that same funnel. I just added a few things to it, and I'm gonna show you here how to do that step by step, right? So you can go ahead and get the link from the description. All right, and then you're gonna click on add funnel. We can change the lead magnet funnel. We can just put A2P. There we go. So we know what it is. Add it to the location, and then clone the funnel. It may take a couple minutes. If it happens to freeze on you, what I've noticed is you can just refresh the GoHighLevel and it should bring it back up, right? So once we're there, we're going to, like for instance, it froze here. Reload it. All right, so once it's loaded up, we're gonna go to sites here, and we should be able to see the funnel that we just loaded up. As you can see, here it is. Okay, so the first step we're gonna do is we're gonna actually duplicate this sucker right here so we don't have to rebuild it again. We're gonna clone the funnel step, right? And we can just clone it in this funnel. And this is gonna be our privacy policy page. And I'm teaching you how to do this because I don't wanna just give you the privacy policy page. I wanna show you actually how to build it out and how to get it written out by Chatgpt or with using Chatgpt, okay? So first we're gonna change the name here. It's gonna be called the privacy policy. Okay, and then here maybe just copy that, privacy policy. Boom. All right, so that's our privacy policy page. And then we're gonna duplicate this same page one more time, and it's gonna be the terms of service page. So we're gonna clone it again, clone it this step funnel, and this funnel. All right, once that's complete, we're gonna go back here and we're gonna be able to distinguish it. Terms of service. You can copy that maybe. Change the step to terms of service, put a number so it doesn't conflict with another thing, right? So we're gonna go ahead and update it here. All right, so now that we got the pages ready, we're gonna actually use Chatgpt to write out the privacy policy. So we can go ahead and hit edit here. And while that's opening up, let's open up a tab with Chatgpt. The free version will work. And also, if you look in the description, I've included a document there. And you can kind of get the little template here, the little prompt for ChatGPT. And you got to make sure that you fill it in with your information, guys, not mine. Okay? So go here, paste it, right? And then right here, you change your business name. Mine is TechWiz Automations LLC. My address, I'm just going to put Texas. And then for the phone number, make sure you get the phone number that you bought earlier, okay? Get that one in there. And remove this last part, obviously, right? You can just leave it like that. And then here you want to put your email address. And it'll be info@techwizautomations.com. And then you go ahead and let it do its thing, right? And then while this doing its thing here, we can go back to this tab and we can start changing this to say privacy policy. Okay. And then let's check back, see how chat's doing here. Sure, you want to go ahead and copy this whole thing here. And once again, guys, I'm not a lawyer. So, but from what I've seen, everybody's passing with just using ChatGPT, and he's pretty good. So go ahead and grab that, go back over here. Then we're going to paste that. Oh, no. Make sure we copy that. And then we're going to paste it. And then now you want to come in here and format it a little bit. And you also want to change the effective date to be 2025, right? Maybe February 1st. 2025, right? And then here, maybe put 2025. And then here, just some basic spacing, some quick formatting. All right, so that's pretty much it. You got to make sure you save your settings here. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and go back here. Now this is saved here. We're going to go ahead and go back. And then now we're going to work on the terms of service. So we're going to go ahead and reopen that one. Click on edit. And while that's loading, we're going to go back to ChatGPT up here, right? And we're going to be like, now write us a terms of service as well, please. All right, now while that's loading up, let's go back over here, put terms of service. Oh. Then let's see how chat's doing over here. Looks like he's almost done. We're trailing him. Like I said, though, I'm not a lawyer, and neither is ChatGPT, but this is pretty close. So, and it worked for me. I don't think the people actually checking this are lawyers either. But once again, this is not advice from a lawyer. So like once we got that ready, we're gonna go ahead and copy it here. And then paste it. And then now we've got to do our diligence again and not be lazy. February 1st, 2025. And then we're going to want to format this page too. So introduction. This one should be a little cleaner. Boom, bam, wham, bam, bam. Okay, perfect. And that's our terms of service. We're going to go ahead and save that, right? And then we're going to go back over here and we're going to add a domain to this whole thing here, right? So we're going to go here, add a domain. Whatever your domain is, mine's TechWiz Automations, obviously. Don't use it. Use your own. And if you don't know how to connect your domain, I have a video for that. Okay, so here we are. Looks like we have the page here. And it should have automatically threw some URLs at our way. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ahead and grab these links here. This link first, that's your privacy policy, right? Write it down somewhere, maybe in a notepad. Okay, so first, get the privacy policy link, paste it somewhere so you have it, and then do the same thing with the terms of service link. Copy it. And then have it ready because we're going to have to add these links to our form, right? And then another one is you're going to want the actual funnel, the beginning of it. This is the main funnel. This is what we're going to link them to. We can always change it here. Call it Optin. Okay, once that's done, we go here, we copy it, and this is going to be our main funnel. We're going to be using this link in the actual A2P registration process, right? So we got the links, and now we got to go to the form, right? Because we're going to have to modify the form that's in here. Okay, so the next step is to go here, go to the builder. And we're going to build a new form. I'm going to show you how to build it from scratch here. Okay, create. And now also in that document, I went ahead and I've included the opt-in language here that you could use. So this is an extra checkbox that we're going to have to add, right? So we're going to go here. We're going to name the form here. Let's just name it A2P Reg, right? And on this one, you're going to want the first name, last name. From what I heard is that you have to make it that it's not required on the phone. I'm not too sure about that. I've only tested it in this particular way. And then we're going to actually have to add a new checkbox. So we'll find it down here, you can see. Right, and then we're going to drag it up here. Now, as of recently, around December, what I've read is that you actually have to have this other one here. So we're going to delete these two. We're going to copy and paste this, checkbox 1. All right, and then you're going to go here where it says your business name, and then you're going to put your business name as it's seen on your Form CP575. Automations LLC. Okay, and then now we're going to go over here, grab this one, do the same thing here. Paste it, right? And then you're going to go through this here and you're going to change your name here, guys. You don't want to leave this the way it is or else you will fail. Let's see. You might not need to bold it. And then you're going to want to put your number there too. The number that we bought. Down here. Remember, do not leave it like this. Change it. Whatever number that you're trying to apply for your A2P 10DLC registration, that's the number that belongs here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save that here. And then if we want to change the button a little bit, click to submit. Maybe change the color a little bit so it stays on brand, right? Maybe we can bold this up too. All right, save it. And now two things we have to do before we leave here is we got to go back to our links, right? And let's grab our privacy link here. Make sure you copy it, the one from that we just finished copying earlier. We're going to go click on this box here, and then we're going to highlight privacy policy, and then we're going to click it here, and then it's going to have a URL. This is where we're going to put the URL for the privacy policy. Because when these people come in and they check your form, they're going to click on this, and there better be something there, okay? And what we're doing is that's what we're going to have there. Now you go back over here, get the URL for the terms of service. Same thing. Highlight it, Click on these three dots here, add the URL, confirm. And then you want to save that. Okay, and then you can kind of test it. You can click on it, see what'll happen. There it is, that worked. Terms of service, let's go, that worked. Awesome. All right, one more thing before we get out of here. We want to remove this checkbox label just so it doesn't pop out there. You can just hit a space bar and then you're good. Hit save. Okay, so now we're going to save it. And now we actually have to go back into the opt-in page of that funnel and change out this form. Okay, go here, go to the funnel that we're building out here. And then from here, we're going to click edit. We're going to click on pop-up settings. And since we don't have any forms here yet, we're going to add it. A2P Reg. Let's go. As you can see right here, it has our check boxes. Make sure that you actually filled out the information, that you put your company name there, and then you put the actual phone number. Okay, and then that's it. Make sure you hit publish. And there we go. Guys, we're done with the next major part, which is we have our funnel ready. We have our privacy policy and we have our terms of service ready, along with the form changed inside of the actual funnel that we're going to want to register for to ATP, right? All right, so now we're actually going to do the A2P 10DLC registration. Finally, we're there, guys. So the first things first is we're going to go ahead and go back into settings here. And then we're going to go back into phone numbers. And then we can either click start here, or you can go to the Trust Center here. And then you can put start registry now right here in the bottom left. All right, and look, there's two things, right? I've seen people set up the business profile here, and if you already filled it out in there, it should automatically populate. But I'm gonna go through here because it's a little more streamlined. That way we can focus and just kind of pay attention to how we're supposed to be doing this, okay? So yes, it's in US or Canada. We're in the US, right? We're gonna go ahead and hit next. Okay, now once we're here, you gotta put your business name as it is on the form CP 575, okay? Okay, business type. Mine is a limited liability company, LLC. This is where you put your IEN, make sure it's IEN, and this is where you put your actual IEN number. I'm not gonna use mine here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then the business industry, I'm gonna just put, let's see if there's marketing or maybe media. Okay, and business email here, info@techwizauto.com. And the website URL, TechWizAutomations. This website URL isn't actually the one that they use to check. Right now, I don't have anything on that page, right? But I still pass my A2P registration because I sent them to a different URL, which is the lead magnet funnel that we're using, okay? And then business of operation, it's gonna be US and Canada here. And then go ahead and hit continue. There we are. And then remember, this has to be exactly, the street address has to be exactly right. Mile 2 lane. Exactly as in your form CP 575. The city also, right? And then the zip code 78570. And then go ahead and hit next. Okay. And then whatever email address that you're using, okay? It's your email at gmail.com. And then your job position. I'm the CEO, guys. I'm gonna put that sucker here. It's 956-405-1235. And let's go. And then we hit continue. And then here you have two options: low volume standard and high volume standard. From what I've seen, most people with like that are pushing so much volume, this is what you need. But for a local business, the low volume standard will be more than enough. Okay, you have to hit this little acknowledgement there. Okay, perfect. And now as far as the campaign use cases, I recommend doing the volume mixed, okay? There's other stuff here, but this is what I'm using for running promotions, having lead opt-in forms, and then also like for appointment reminders and scheduling. Okay, and now here, we just pretty much copy the example, okay? And that's it here, and you paste it, and then you come back in here, and you use your brain a little bit, and then you make sure that you change this out to your company. LLC. And then you can copy that here too again. Okay, now same thing here. This is exactly how I did it last week. I use these exact ones here, okay? But with a little bit of a modification. So you got to make sure that it has the lead name. Hey, John, this is Dom from your company name, right? Oh, TechWiz Automations LLC. And then here, guys, you got to put the number that we bought, okay? The number that we bought, not this number, not the number they left here, the number that we just purchased. Okay. And then now here, same thing here. Okay, so hey, Brian, this is Dom from Automations LLC. Even though this was a lead magnet funnel, I use the same exact language exactly, and I was able to pass, okay? And here is where we're gonna actually put the link to our funnel opt-in. Okay, and as far as for a local business, all you need to do is click these two. I'm not sure about the other ones, but that's all that we've needed. I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue. Keep going a little further here. All right, now here, same thing, guys. We're gonna use these examples. I used these exact samples last week, okay? So users opt in. This is where we're gonna paste the URL of our lead magnet. You cannot leave that blank there, okay? The one that we're using has to go there. Okay. And then here, you use this phone number. Change to your phone number, the one that we bought, okay? All right. And then now here, do another one. The opt-out message. Change the things, guys. Automations, LLC. And then that's it. And then you click submit. It's not gonna work for me right now because I threw some bogus information in there, but that's pretty much it. And from my experience, it took about 1.5 hours for the brand registration, and then it took 3 days. I think I applied for the A2P registration on February 14th, and then by the 17th, it had actually been approved. Well, there you have it, your complete step-by-step process that should get you approved in hopefully 3 days. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. If you've made it this far, I would be awesome if you could drop a comment below and maybe give me some other topics you'd like to watch videos on. Other than that, make sure to subscribe for my upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.